Welcome to the Outer Realm with Michelle DeRoche and Amelia Pisano. Airing live on the United Public Radio Network, 105.3 FM in New Orleans.
Tune in to UFO Undercover, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, with your host, Joe Montaldo, right here on the Paranormal Radio Network.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Into the Night with me, your host, Sean Kelly. And I'm just getting really festive here now, right? My son, he came in from Indianapolis today. You'll probably see him on Tuesday, which I'm really excited about. I'm just glad he made it here safe. The light that you see coming from my right here, okay? You know, I think I'm getting beamed up by UFO aliens and stuff. I'm not sure. You know, I guess it's that they see me in this holiday spirit, you know, joy and happiness and stuff like that. It's been a long time since I felt like this. Heidi, good to see you. Hello, very much love from Pittsburgh too, Heidi. Mr. Marchetti, good to see you, sir. Mr. Joe Fox, hey, Sean, God bless you, brother. God bless you too, Joe. You were wondering too, huh? Yeah, it's, you know, I've been talking to Joe Montaldo too long and been dealing with a lot of ufologists and stuff like that, that I think that the aliens are like, who is this man here in Pittsburgh? Shit. You know, we got to check him out. You know, we got to probe him, you know, see what makes him so damn happy all the time. I'm not happy all the time, but I'm very, very festive. Okay. But I want to thank UPRN Talk Radio, 107.7 New Orleans, 105.3 Mississippi. And want to thank Joe Montaldo for allowing me to spend my hour on a Sunday night with you guys. And on Tuesday nights, 8:10 to 9:10 p.m. This Tuesday coming up, we're going to have my Christmas Eve party, okay? And I no topics. We're just going to talk all about Christmas Eve, you know. And I just want all my wonderful friends to come on and join me in the room so we can kind of celebrate. Maybe sing some Christmas carols or, you know, talk about cool Christmas movies or, you know, I wish that I could make some eggnog and give it to y'all, but there's just no way. So maybe we need to just like send it out there through positive waves, man, positive waves. And hey, Michael Anthony, thank you for stopping in, buddy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So tonight, I was thinking like traditions, Christmas traditions, and but from all over the world, you know. And I would like to hear or see in the chat room what type of traditions you all have. Um, and I would like to hear it so I can share it with me and to 200 different countries around the world. They would like to hear mine, our traditions, I guess. I'll start off with mine real quick. My mom's birthday is on Christmas Day, and she's lucky. I mean, she gets two presents instead of one. She always says that. And but on Christmas Eve, we usually have a birthday party for her. Now, when I was young, my mom let me and my brother pick one present to unwrap. Okay, and believe it or not, they were clean pajamas. You know, always got to wear clean pajamas for Christmas morning. My dad worked at night, so he hardly was at home. He worked night turn, but he would always make sure that he'd be home Christmas morning, so we can open up the presents and stuff underneath the tree. But with my mom's party, we used to invite a lot of people over, her friends, family. I mean, it was a great time. And my mom loves to cook. Okay, so she would have ham, macaroni salad, what other kinds of stuff? Turkey, macaroni salad, which is the best, honest to God, which was the best food in the world. Heidi says Christmas Eve presents always consisted of jammies too. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad it wasn't just me and my brother. Hey, Carla, how are you, girl? Good evening to you. Good to see you in the chat room. But it was it was fun. There was no drinking. Nobody got drunk. They just came to visit my mom, and we did that for the longest time, real long time. And then as the time went on, okay, my father died. And it seems like when the head of the household passes away, it just seems things aren't the same anymore. And for some reason, it seems like everyone just stays away. I'm not knowing if it's the guilt or they don't have time. And those parties we had for my mom, they just went away. I mean, some people still showed up. Hey, Michelle, good to see you, hon. Got your message on TikTok. We could talk soon about that. January. Heidi says Monopoly 2, but I tried to get out quick as possible. That's not happening playing Monopoly. Oh, Michelle's driving and listening. That's nice. You please be careful out there. Please be careful. But everything just went away, So I could see in my mom's face how disappointed it was, and for the long time, I really got mad at people because I couldn't understand. Cindy Mitch, much love, Sean, and everyone. Much love to you, Cindy. But you know what? We made do with what we had. Okay? So there weren't a lot of other people there. We just had a few people, and It was great. We still, God bless my mom. Michael Anthony says, no one dies as long as you don't forget them. True. I like that, Michael. I like that. You know, I do believe my father's spirit is here all the time. You know, and sometimes, you know, it's crazy. I sit in his favorite seat and where he used to sit, not his chair. It's long gone. I mean, it was long gone. But you know what? Some Christmas Eves, and I would smell his cigarette in our living room around a tree, and then I would smell coffee, which none of us really drink coffee late at night. Joe Fox says, energy never dies. Heidi says, love that, Michael. That was really nice. It's true, Michael. But as time goes on, I was married, and then, you know, and I thought it was in the dumps. My mom was just not right, okay, because she was really depressed because my dad, you know, passed away, and them two were tight. But along came my son in 1990. I know for all you youngsters out there, we're all oldies. Yeah, we're boomers. But when my son was born, it brought back the light for her during Christmas. Okay. And even to this day, and I tell everybody, you know, when my son was born, my mother had a rebirth. Heidi says she had her first in 1991. Ah, that's only a year. That's not bad. They're old now. They have their own ways, and but you know, the first thing out of his mouth when he came home, he called her on the phone and he said, "You know what, Mom, I cannot wait to meet you." And he always tell. I mean, them two are like tighter than tight. You know what I mean? And I'm really grateful for that because that's her only grandson. And he never, you know how children just go away and do their own life and stuff like that. But he didn't. I believe that with your mom, like a rebirth, heartfelt. Thank you. But it was, then Christmases became special again. Her birthday parties became special again. And whenever he was in, I remember the first Christmas when he was, you know, over at the house. And I don't know if anybody else who had children realized that. Do you ever see a baby's eyes when they look at a Christmas tree? My goodness, would his eyes sparkle, literally sparkle. It was like, he was saying my father standing by the tree, or he was checking out the lights. I don't know. But he was born, and my mom, yes, they do light up, hon. Yes, they do. But, you know, he really made a difference in my mom's life. And like I said before, her birthdays became a lot more special then. And so even to this day, Christmas Eve, we're going to have a nice little party with her. My cousin hopefully can come over. He's coming in from Germany, and maybe we'll see him Christmas Day. And that's why I just feel so festive. Now, for the longest time, working at a grocery store, at a supermarket, you heard Christmas music over the loudspeakers at work. And at one point in time, I despised them, you know. But you know what? This year was totally different because there's a radio station here in Pittsburgh that starts playing them the day after Thanksgiving. And that's all we listen to at work. I don't know. It's just great. So anybody out in the chat room right now, please, can you share any type of Christmas tradition that you guys have? so we can talk about it. Um, I know one big tradition here in Pittsburgh, and I don't know if it's anywhere else. They do have midnight mass, and that's really big here in Pittsburgh because there's a lot of Catholics here, and they go to that midnight mass, and a lot of my friends, they would go to that mass and then come home, and they will eat and open up their presents right after mass, and that's like up to 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, no way, no way, no way am I doing that. I needed my sleep. I can honestly say, in being honest with you, that I have never been to a midnight mass, but I remember growing up with Mom. That's what we did. We went to mass Christmas Day all the time, every Sunday, the whole 9 yards, and did it for a very long time. So, anybody else have any traditions out there that they would like to share? Don't have to be extravagant. Just if you just want to tell. See, what I'm kind of getting used to what's going to be happening Christmas Eve. Heidi says I've gone to midnight mass once. That's like all nighter. Yes, yes. And I don't know. I don't know. All nighter. Okay. So we'll see what happens this year for our traditions. We are going to have the food. We're still going to have the party. We're still, and you know what? I'm doing all the cooking for that. So it's like really, really cool. I enjoy cooking. And you still can't type. I don't know. Must be the fingers. You know what I mean? Probably the fingers are giving you a little problems. But I'd like to get into, the different Christmas traditions around the world. And I did have my notes, and I'm going to read from my notes. In fact, I'll probably read from my phone, some of them. But I was looking at checking them out, and they're like kind of cool, you know, totally different, totally different. And do you see that light, Heidi, that's coming down over my head? They're getting like intense here. It's like they want to beam me up right now, but you know what? That's okay. They can do that after Christmas. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Tuesday night, I am going to have my Christmas party here on the show, and I don't know about New Year's Eve yet. I know every year that UPRN has a New Year's Eve party with all the hosts, and I've never been to one, but I heard that they're wild. I mean, anything goes, you know. But I will give you and pass on more information the more I learn about it. But so in Sweden, okay, we'll start off with Sweden first. Sweden, they have the Yule goat. It's an ancient, and back in Sweden, it was an ancient pagan festival. But in 1966, someone made a straw goat, noted as, I got to read this off my thing, as the gray old goat. Stands 42 feet and it's 23 feet wide. That's huge. And from what I understand, they start building that way. Beam you up. Yes, that's okay. Yes, I hope, maybe they are trying to beam me up. I don't know. But in Sweden, they got the Yule goat, which I think is pretty neat. As I was looking some of these and writing some of these down, they seemed like pretty interesting. So in the Philippines, in fact, San Fernando, Philippines, they hold the Legoland Parol. And what that is a giant lantern festival. Parole lanterns symbolize the Star of Bethlehem, and parole consists of 1,000 spinning lights. In Iceland, they celebrate 13 days of Christmas. Each night before Christmas, the children the 13 night. You know how we have the 12 days of Christmas. They had 13 days of Christmas. And each night before Christmas, the children are just what was that? The children are visited by the 13 Yule lads. The children place their shoes by the window. In the morning, candy will be in their shoes, or little gifts, trinkets, whatever. But if they were bad, they got rotten potatoes put in their shoes. So that's pretty cool. And I know Norway with St. Nicholas, December 6th is their Christmas. And they put their shoes and boots out to receive, the kids receive candies and stuff like that. Let me see. Okay, in Denmark here, on the evening of every Christmas Eve, they put the tree in the middle of the floor and sing and dance around the tree. See, whenever I watch old movies or old stories like that with people dancing and singing around a Christmas tree, I just thought it was part of the story that was made up to make the story a little bit more. Hey, paranormal consultant. Yeah, spot time, man. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Merry Christmas to you, buddy. But with watching people dance around the shows and stuff like that, around the trees and singing and it's like really cool. And they actually did this. So I think it's all right, And in Ireland, the Irish leave a tall red candle in the front window overnight, a welcoming symbol of warmth and shelter for the holiday season. Their traditional Christmas meal consists of homemade roast goose. I've tried that. That's pretty decent. Vegetables, cranberries, and potatoes, however you want to say it. But I'm going to start doing that tradition. I'm going to start doing that, putting a red candle in the window. And happy Yule to everyone that celebrates the solstice. Thank you, Mr. Paranormal Consultant, my dear friend. He's a good dude. Are you still doing? In fact, I'm going to get him on my show in the first of the year because he's a very good dude. He knows a lot about his paranormal stuff, and he's a very good investigator. I met him a couple times. I'm trying to get Heidi on here, but I don't know if she'd come on or not. I'm definitely going to get Michelle on. I mean, it's going to be all something new next year, and that's okay. Cool. But I'm going to ask you this question now. Okay, since if we don't have the New Year's Eve show, I would like you guys to send me a message or even put it here in the chat here. And what do you think I should talk about? Is everybody tired of paranormal? Are people tired of... No, I know they're not tired of Bigfoot, because whenever I start talking about Bigfoot, I even love Bigfoot. And Do you have any other ideas that you think we can do? If something. Mark Eddy says, I'm not good enough to return. Oh, shut the hell up, Mark. Oh, gosh. I'm going to kick you in the butt. I'm going to go down there to that state below me, and I'm going to kick your butt. No, never. High strangeness is best. Thank you. My friend, paranormal consultant, said, I just asked the same question on a live. I just did. Looking to revamp myself and show. You know what? I hope your show is going good, dude. Seriously. And it's going to get better. I mean, you're a good dude, man. You have a lot of good topics. And I'm looking forward to when your shows come back on again. In fact, to tell you what, man, I'll probably have you on. Let me look at my calendar here, dude. How about I'll do it right now since I did it to Richie B and Mr. Wojo. How about we get you on the 7th of January? Okay. It's a Tuesday night, and I'll let you think about it and just get back to me, and then we can talk about it. That would be good. But I actually took a step away from everything, going through a really rough, depressed time. The last few weeks have been really tough for me. I'm sorry to hear that, sir. And I'm glad, and it goes to show me right now. You said the 7th as now works, my brother. I've definitely got you down at the 7th. And for you, paranormal consultant, that you had the brave to come out and tell everybody about you having a depressed time. And I know this is a bad season for it. What I mean by it's the holidays. And I'm glad you're in my chat room tonight, dude. I am, man, because try to make you happy, You got friends in here, dude. You got a lot of good friends. You got people who care about you, and, you just can't kick us to the curb because we will not let that happen. And that's the truth, But I will pray for you, dude. I will pray for you, and if you need to talk, you have my number. Just give me a call. Yeah, a great friend of mine and I spoke about mental health and getting over it and how to deal with it. Yes, I have it too, sir. I can't speak for everybody else, but you know what? I deal with mental health issues, a lot of them. And it is hard. It is really, really hard. But it just seems like that I wake up and I go and I do my work and I get through the day. And sometimes it's a good day, sometimes it's a bad day, But I tell you what really, really gets me going, and I'm not saying this myself, because of this, but Sunday nights on my show and Tuesday nights keeps me going. It really does. It keeps me going because everybody that comes and listens to the show, they're my friends every week. Everybody's they're close. We're tight. You know what I mean? We're tight and we're here to chew. It's just 2 hours a week, a Sunday and Tuesday. But it gives me something looking forward to, so I know that I can actually have some kind of discussion with them. You know what I mean? And you're going to be great. It's going to work. Squatch, man, there's my man talking about Bigfoot, one of the best Squatch hunters out there. Paranormal consultant says, I isolated myself from everything and everyone. Got rid of my social media accounts for about a month, but I'm slowly coming back. Good. You do what you got to do for you, man. It's your life. you know, and do it. It's not going to kill you, you know. I'm not in your shoes, what you're going through right now, my friend, but I've been there. I've been there. You know, every now and then I'm still there, you know. But what makes it a lot easier for me is that I'm well aware on what's happening. I really am. But you're going to be all right, dude. You're going to be okay. But we're at the 30-minute mark, and so you know what that means. It's time for a little break. And you have to go have a cigarette, go to the bathroom, do what you got to do. We'll be back in about a minute or so. Okay, so let me get my media here and put on a couple more advertisements. See you in a couple minutes.
You are listening to Fika with Vicky on United Public Radio, 107.7 and 105.3 from New Orleans.
When they are consuming your minds and your thoughts and your dreams, from the angels to the demons and to the mysteries unseen, there is no need to worry. There is no need for dread. It's just time to discuss the thing at the foot of the bed.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Into the Night with me, your host, Sean Kelly. And tonight we're talking about different traditions in different countries. We also have my friend, paranormal consultant, in here. You know, he's gone through a rough time, and we're all talking to him. We're giving him some love. Because to be honest with you, this is the type of season where a lot of depression happens. And we can't see that because it can take a toll on people. As the break goes, he wrote something and he goes, I know my paranormal family has my back. Plus, I know two of my really close paranormal brothers are close by. You and Scott from Lost, and I greatly appreciate you both. Thank you very much for that, my friend. And everybody, I need to tell you, my opening, with the car driving and stuff like that, Mr. Paranormal Consultant. Hey, Kason, how are you, buddy? Merry Christmas to you. Kason, what are some of the Christmas traditions down there? Okay. Oh, he does. Okay, Squats. Squatsman says, my brother Kenny's in Fayette, Pennsylvania. Okay, now, and wants to holiday. Sounds like a plan, brother. Sounds like a plan. Tell him to holler at me. Hey, Carly, good to see you, hon. Joe Fox says, I fight depression every day. It is the worst depending on the current circumstances, but this time of year, it's super rough. It is super rough. Carly, it's so good to see you, man. I'm glad that you jumped in. And, but back to my opening of my show, the one where, you see the radio and stuff like that, my paranormal consultant, he made that for me. He did, and I've been using it ever since. So life is good. And Mr. Paranormal Consultant, Mr. Wojo, Merry Christmas to you, brother. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and Mr. Richie B. Not to see, look at all these beautiful people in my room. Kaysen says, we don't normally celebrate Christmas here, Sean. Most people are Buddhist, but we like Christmas time. Okay. That's cool. Thank you for sharing that. And, but Mr. Paranormal, we're here. We're here to help. Even if it's just to say hello to you. Yes, sir. I'm going to be on Tuesday. Yes, sir. That's the Christmas Eve party. Yeah, but I'll be here. But I'll definitely got to have Christmas Eve party. But we're here to help you, dude. I got your back, and so does everybody in this chat room. They got your back. Don't hesitate, dude. Just, we feel your pain. Carly says, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Everything has been quiet here, thanks to you. Thank you. I'm glad everything is. I'm glad everything is quiet and it's working out. That just put like warm spidey senses all over my body for that. And maybe one day I'll have Carly on the show and she can explain to you what was going on. But I'm going to get back to a couple other countries here. Okay. Now this was a cool one, and I don't know these off my head, so I got my phone in front of me. Japan. Okay. Although Christmas isn't a national holiday in Japan, an estimated 1% of the population is Christian, according to the Smithsonian Magazine. Okay. Its citizens still find an interesting and delicious way to celebrate. Rather than gathering around the table for turkey dinners, families head out to the local Kentucky Fried Chicken. The tradition began in 1974 after a wildly successful marketing campaign. I'm not going to even say it. Kentucky for Christmas. That is crazy, dude. Going to Kentucky Fried Chicken. Hey, Kenneth Roper, welcome, buddy. Good to see you here. Merry Christmas to you too, Kaysen. I just got beautiful people in this world. We talked about Iceland. In Finland, okay, on Christmas morning, Finnish families traditionally eat a porridge made of rice and milk, topped with cinnamon, milk, or butter. Whoever finds the almond placed inside one of the puddings wins. But some families cheat and hide a few almonds so the kids don't get upset at the end of the day. It is customary to warm up in a sauna together. That's kind of weird. Okay, yeah, honestly, Kenny, give me a call. We could talk later on. In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll friend you on Facebook and we can chat then. But check that out, right? Going to Kentucky Fried Chicken in Japan for Christmas. What a tradition. And let me see here, New Zealand. Because the summer falls during Christmas time for Kiwis, A number of their traditions center around a barbie or grill where families and friends gather for a casual cookout of fresh seafood, meat, and seasoned vegetables. The New Zealand Christmas tree is the Pahutukawaha. I don't know, it's a long name. A coastal species that blooms a bright red color in December, providing shade during the sunny days as they sing carols in both English and Malroy. Where's Mark Edison? Ah, so that's pretty cool. Can you imagine? I guess you can figure out if you live out in California, man, sunny Christmases, or Arizona, New Mexico, out there like where there's no snow. But that's pretty interesting, going to the grill on Christmas Day and grilling meats and fish. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, Denmark. Oh, in Denmark, before Christianity came to the Danes, Christmas Day was a celebration of brighter days. It was called Jul, Jol, as it occurred just before winter solstice. Today's homes are decorated with superstitious characters called Nisser, who are believed to provide protection on the evening of December 24th. Danish families place their Christmas tree in the middle of the room and dance around it singing carols. Okay. Okay. Send me a pic of you two. You got my picture there, Squatch. But, this is really cool as hell, having the different traditions. Mr. Paranormal Guy, you still in the room? If you are, say something, okay, my friend? If you're still there. I want to see if you're still okay. There's a couple more here. In Norway, the Christmas season, called Julebord, begins December 3rd, filling up local bars and restaurants throughout the month. Families celebrate Little Christmas on December 23rd. Each have their own ritual for the day that may include decorating the tree, making a gingerbread house, or eating rice pudding. All right, paranormal consultant, I'm glad you're still here, man. You just hang around here. We got about 7 minutes left, dude. And then we got to get going. But I want you to know that you're in a safe spot right here. You're in a real safe spot. Couple more. Barbados. A Christmas table in Barbados isn't complete without baked ham decorated with pineapple and sorrel glazes, a rum cake, and jug, a dish inspired by the Scottish influencer on the island, combining pigeon peas, guinea corn, flour, herbs, and salt. I'm going to have to look that up, and that sounds like really cool. Squatchman says, I know someone who does duck on Christmas. He's from Vietnam. Yes. I do believe in Southeast Asia. That's cool. Duck is good too. I love duck. I think duck and goose are the same thing. I'm not very sure or not. And then in Poland, on Christmas Eve in Poland, many families share an unleavened religious water, each person breaking a piece as they wish each Merry Christmas. Dinner may not begin until the first star appears in the night sky, and traditionally an extra setting is left at the table should someone show up uninvited. That's cool. I think that special setting is a place for somebody just to show up. I never thought about it until I just read it right now. Heidi says, my dad makes a ham with pineapple and magical glaze. His words, not mine. Magical glaze. I wonder if that magical glaze has some brown sugar in it. That I wouldn't doubt it. Because I love brown sugar. Or I don't know if anybody ever had it before, but we sometimes put ginger ale on top of our hams, and we bake it with the ginger ale on top. But as we're doing that, we also throw the kibasi in and bake with the ham, and oh my God, so good. That's why I'm fat, but that's okay. Indeed, brown sugar, his secret recipe. That's what I thought. The Netherlands, check this out. Sinterklaas is the Dutch name for St. Nicholas. Sinterklaas is the Dutch name for St. Nicholas, the man recognized by children by his long white beard, red cape, and red meter, I guess. Kids put his shoe by the chimney or back door and wake up on Christmas morning to find treats like gingerbread men, marzipan, and chocolate letters inside. Interesting. Seems like everybody over there in York, they get chocolates in their shoes, man. You know, why can't they do that here? I mean, it's just thrown out on the table. Portugal and Brazil. Brazilian and Portuguese family come together on Christmas Eve to eat dinner as late as 10 p.m. Then at exactly midnight, they exchange gifts, toast, and wish each other a Merry Christmas. Midnight Mass, or to them it's called Rooster Mass, is a chance to meet up with neighbors and extended family to wish them well for the holiday season. That is so cool. And check this out, guys, ladies and gents. The service is often followed by fireworks in the town square. That's like really cool. You go to midnight mass, and at 3 o'clock in the morning when it's all over, there's fireworks. That's crazy enough. In Austria, Alpine countries like Austria have a legend that a devil-like creature called Krampus joins their St. Nicholas festivities on December 6th. Children are asked for a list of their good and bad deeds. Good children are rewarded with sweets, apples, and nuts, and have bad children what Krampus might bring on Christmas morning. What time we got? Okay, we got about 3 minutes left. But I hope you enjoyed today's show. Paranormal Man, I'm glad you came in. You're in the right place, dude. Kaysen says, in Buddhist ceremonies, it's a sin to eat meat, but the cheeky monks eat them. And closed door, even booze. That's funny. Squats Man, you haven't mentioned the famous fruitcake that gets passed around from year to year. You're right, buddy. I was thinking about that before the show even started about the fruitcake. Okay, and I never tried one. I never tried one. I've seen them. I mean, you can actually build a house by pounding nails into the wood for that. But no, I've never tried it. Joe Fox says, great show. Never a letdown, Sean. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the nice compliment. A doorstop. That's funny, Scott. That's funny as hell. Paranormal Consultant says, I always appreciate you, brother. We need to set up an investigation at some time in 25. That sounds like a deal, brother. We can set up an investigation. But you know what? Don't forget, you're going to, so far so good, January 7th, you'll be on the show Tuesday night. I'm looking forward to that. Kaysen says, Shaw is everyone else on Facebook. What do you mean by that, Mr. Kaysen? Heidi says, sending much paranormal. I'm glad you'll be tuning in Tuesday, brother. Oh, you can't wait. Cool. Good. I can't wait either. But thank you again for everybody for stopping in tonight. I will be back on Tuesday. It is our Christmas Eve party, and we can continue talking about different traditions out there. Children, if you can, please, especially during this time of the month, go and see your parents. Give them a hug. and tell them that you love them. And parents, please, go to your children, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. And if you have no parents, if you have no children, find somebody, give them a hug, and tell them that you love them. Because those 3 words, I love you, go a long way. Everybody, thank you for stopping in tonight. Don't forget Christmas Eve party this Tuesday coming up. And Merry Christmas.